Hi, I'm Jake Birkett from Grey Alien Games. We've teamed up with Night Signal Entertainment to make Forbidden Solitaire. They are experts in horror games and we're experts in solitaire games, so it's a nice match, a good indie team up. So let's have a quick look today at this pre-alpha version of the game. It's missing a few features we plan to add later, but there's a lot of cool stuff in there we can show you now. So the game is set in 2019. You play as a character called Will who has gone to a thrift store and found Forbidden Solitaire on a CD-ROM. And Forbidden Solitaire is a banned 1995 game, banned for various reasons, which we'll find out more as we play the game. So the first thing is we get through to Will Roberta's desktop, and you can see that he's messaged his sister Emily earlier about this violent card game, which their mom said they couldn't play, and she's like, oh my god, great, she wants to play it as well. And what's going to happen as we play is Emily's working away in the background researching this game, finding out cool stuff about the backstory of the game, which gets increasingly disturbing, shall we say. So let's close this message. So we've got a few options here, but we're going to go straight into the game, which has been installed and has got this DOS style icon. There's an intro movie. I'm not going to spoil that right now, but this is made in an old FMV style with 3D rendered intro graphics and cheesy sort of music and subtitles, but it really sets the tone. So we've got this title screen for the 1995 game, and I'm going to click New Game and we're going to get started. So there's a story before every hand of cards. Basically, the 1995 game is like a sort of wizard goes into a dungeon and has to fight his way through this dungeon to try to find the secret to eternal life at the bottom. So we've got this story here. I'm not going to spoil a whole load of the story, but the first level is a tutorial which lets you learn the basics and then find your way into the dungeon. So how these games work. Oh, and you'll notice everything is kind of low res on purpose because it's supposed to be a 640 x 480 game, that was made in DOS in their 90s. So we're going to click play. In this tutorial, what we need to do is, if we've got a 2 at the bottom, we need to click cards 1 higher or lower at the top. So we can click 3, and now we can go up to 4. We can make a sequence basically, 4, 5, 4. When we don't have any more cards to make a sequence, we click the stockpile to get a new card. So we've got a king. Now kings wrap round to aces and aces wrap round to kings in the sequence. And obviously king goes down to queen, jack, 10, 9. I've also started building a combo. Combos are good, they give you mana. And when we build up mana down here, we can use it for a special mana blast attack, which I'll show you later on. So let's keep going. We've got 3 mana now. We need to end the combo now. There's no more cards we can play. And then we can go 7, 6, 5. Yeah, let's see what else we've got. No matches, and we can match this 7 now. So we beat the tutorial, which is, to be expected. So let's proceed into the dungeon. Now, sometimes when you're playing the game, you might notice strange glitches going on. And I'm not going to give too much away about that, for now, but let's just say that's part of the meta story for the whole game. So meanwhile, we're proceeding into the dungeon here. And we spot a sort of impaled body on a spear, pull the spear out, trying to help this person because they appear to be somewhat alive. But unfortunately, they bite our ankle, and that means we're going to enter into a combat mode now. So let's have a look at how that works. So we can see the enemy at the top of the screen. They've got 20 health. We've got 20 ourselves, so it seems fairly evenly matched. They've got a bite, which causes 1 damage. There's a bit of combat tutorial here, but basically we can do damage by playing cards. So what we're going to do is try to build a sequence. So if 1 card is 1 damage, but if I can get a small combo going here, 9, 8, 9, that's pretty good. In fact, that revealed an 8, so we can go further. We've now got 5 damage, so we'll do that. 5 damage to the enemy. They did 1 to us. Okay, so we've got a message from Emily. She's researching the game in the background. So she's popped up to say, basically, yeah, she's going to go and look into the game. She might find it on an abandonware site. She'll report back to us with what she finds. So we're going to just close that down for now. So that pops up in the modern OS over the old game. Okay, so let's keep fighting the enemy. So we've got a 3, we can do 4, could do a 5 or a 3, but in fact we could do 5, 6, 7. So let's do that. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that was a better choice to make. Here there's only kind of one choice, it's 3. The enemy doesn't attack every turn, but when they are about to attack, you can see it up there on the orange orb. So we've got a king. What can we do here? We can definitely do queen, king, queen, sort of go for a little sequence here. Jack, queen. Oh, another king. This is a pretty good combo, actually. What else can we do? King, queen, jack. And there's a 10 over there. So that's a lot of damage. 9. I think we're going to kill this enemy. So let's give it a go. Cool. So they've been wiped out. Let's proceed with the story. Okay. So we've got a bit of story about this sort of zombie. And then we see an eyeball in the wall that says it can help us. So we're going to go and see what that does. And that opens up the shop. The shop isn't actually in this pre-alpha, but basically you'll be able to buy gems that you can shove into your hand, and each of them give you special abilities that you can use in the game. So that's coming soon. This is just an early demo, like I said, but that's one of the features. So let's keep going, stumbling into the dungeon. I'm just going to whiz through this story so I don't spoil it for you. Okay, so this is a puzzle level. It says search the dungeon. Okay, find all the hidden secret cards. Basically, there's a secret hidden back here, and we just need to reveal this. So I'm going to use a key first on this lock. So there are sort of different mechanics that start getting introduced beyond the basic solitaire, and you'll see some of those shortly. So, oh, Emily's back with some more information. No luck on any of the pirate sites, she says. Parent groups made it their mission to destroy as many copies as possible, so it's rare now. Yep, and there was definitely some controversy. And she sent a video, so we can actually sort of watch this video. I might not play the whole video because I don't want to spoiler it for you, but she's found a video about this game from the 90s. So
a group of demonstrators gathered outside the Heartblade Interactive offices this morning in protest of a controversial new video game called Forbidden Solitaire. The game, a dark fantasy adaptation of the classic game Solitaire, recently found
okay,
its
so
way
I'm
to
going to
stores
stop that now so I don't spoil the whole thing. But you get the idea that she's researching stuff in the background, and we'll find out more and more disturbing facts about this video game we're playing. Okay, so I'm going to go for king, ace, ace. I think that's all I can do at the moment. Okay, we've got an 8. We could do a 9, but it would end. So I'm going to do 7, 6, and one of these 5s. Doesn't really matter which. Or, yeah, that's all I can do. That's fine. Oh, another 5, 6. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use my undo. You've got an undo button, which if you click that, you can put the card back and then choose a different option. So that can be quite useful sometimes. Got a combo building up here. 9, 10. 9. Oh, you know what? That was a bad option. If I had another undo, I could have done Jack Queen instead, and maybe later on the gems will help you get more undos. So let's see, 6. We can do 7 would end the run, but we can do 5, 4 at least. So that's something. And these are setting up a run for later. Okay, here's a queen, so all is not lost. Okay, we've got a joker. So in this game there are going to be many different types of jokers. At the moment there's this one which allows you to place any card on top of it, but there will be other ones that let you blast the cards off, attack enemies, give different effects upon yourself and so on. So we're going to reveal more of that in future demos. So I'm going to use this joker to do 7, 8, 9. So I think that's not bad. And then I could use this 10. What do I want, the 9 or the jack? I think I'm going to go with the 9. Doesn't make much difference now. Okay, that's convenient. There's a 10. So let's get rid of this 2, which should reveal the secret. So that means we found the secret and we can progress in the dungeon. But first we do need to clear these cards. So I'm just going to clear the remaining cards. Sometimes you get a bad run of luck here. It is obviously a shuffled deck. It's a card game, so this sort of thing can happen. But other times later on you'll have jokers and other abilities to help you turn luck in your favour. Come on, yeah, I need a 4. Great. So we beat that. And let's keep going. So in this part of the story we found a sort of door that's locked or closed. Looks like a hidden door anyway. And we want to get in it, but unfortunately that zombie is back for more. So now the fights sort of ramp up a bit in terms of what stuff we've got. So this enemy is going to swipe for 3 damage, and what we can do is we can use a shield card, which gives us 1 defense. It's not going to completely block the attack. Also there are these skull cards which do an instant damage, so we'll use that just to knock them down a bit. But I still need to keep playing the cards and try to damage them. We've got a 9, so we can do 8, 7, ooh, we can do the 6 or the 8. This 8 won't reveal anything, but this 6 will, so yeah, that's okay. Damage 3. It's done some damage on us. The defense is worn off. It was just temporary magic defense. Damage 8, so damage 1, so it's not particularly useful. It's back to biting, which isn't too bad. It's only 1 damage. We might find a shield. I think we can get a good run here actually. So I'm going to go king, ace, king. That revealed 4 cards. Yeah, if we put a shield up now, we can defend this bite. We could do ace, but that would end the run. Well, no, it wouldn't. We can do, yeah, or the queen would end the run. So let's do ace. Okay, this isn't too bad. 2 ace. 2. Yeah, okay, we've charged up the mana storm. So I'm going to show you how that works. First, I'm going to finish this. Actually, I'll use it right now. So what it does is it blasts off several cards, and each card it blasts off damages the enemy as well. So that's kind of a cool power up. We can't proceed anymore though, so I'll do this 6 damage. Maybe I should have kept the run going and then used Mana Storm. So these are the kind of sort of mini strategic decisions you need to make along the way. Let's go 8. Yeah, refresh. So in combat, if you clear the cards, the layout will refresh, but you can also opt to refresh at any time, but you'll lose your current turn, any damage. So I could lose this 1 and refresh for next time, or do the 1 damage. I think I'm just going to do the 1 damage. You know, it's not a desperate situation. We've got 4 more cards, and there's a joker. So, yeah, I might use that joker actually. Oh no, I don't need to. 9, 10. I could use it for the 6 and 7, and this could be over. Or I can save it. I think I'm going to save it for the next hand. I'm pretty confident that I can beat this. Yeah, there we go. Obviously the fights and puzzles will get trickier. This is sort of early in the game, so we're trying to sort of get players to understand how it works. Right, reduced to flesh and bone. That's kind of gross. Okay, so we think there's a hidden mechanism to open this door, and we've got a puzzle level to solve that. There's a new mechanic now, so we've got this thing called a suit lock. So it's got a diamond with a number 3 on, and I have to play diamond cards to unlock it. So I'm going to use this diamond, which is fine. And somewhere on here there's a hidden mechanism, so we need to keep an eye out for that. Okay, Emily's back. What she found out now? Heartblade Interactive made the game, and yes, the player will find out more about them later. They said the game sold well due to the controversy. But the studio shut down shortly afterwards. Okay, they're going to do some more digging. Fine, you do that. Okay, Queen King is all I can do. I really need to get some of these diamonds gone so I can unlock this. I'm going to get another card. When you get a stock card, you also slightly gain mana. So you gain mana from stock cards and from combos. Okay, this 6 is somewhat useful. At least it unlocks a couple more cards. 6, yeah. Queen. It doesn't help me actually. We need 1 more diamond to unlock this. Yeah, let's do, that's the diamond we need. Okay, good. 9, 10, jack, 10. Okay, I can see something behind there. So that's where the secret is. Yeah, I can see more of it revealed now. Can't do anything at the moment, so I could put a joker down and try to get a nice combo. There's some really good numbers here. Or I might save it until the end of the hand. Oh, I've got 2 jokers. Sometimes you find them on the tableau, sometimes within the stock. Okay, let's hope for a good number. Yeah, okay. So 3, this is going to be good. I think I can get a good run here. 3, 2, yes. Okay, 3, 4. 3, 4. I could have done with a 5. Oh, there is a 5. 5, 6, 7, 6. This is a good time for a joker now. We could keep the run going. So I think I need to do, I don't know what's under there, but let's try and clear some of these. So queen, okay, interesting. King, we go queen, king, ace. We still haven't cleared that one though. Okay, so we need a 2 or another king. Nope, that's not helpful. Come on, cards, give me a good card. Yes. So that reveals the secret, which is a hidden switch. We're going to operate in a minute. But I still need to clear all of these. It's getting a bit precarious. My stockpile is running out. Okay, phew. I don't want to run out of stock or it's game over. Oh dear. Okay. So if I click end hand, it would be game over, but I'm going to use this joker that I saved last hand. So that was good of past me. So we've only just done that. That's okay. Alright, so hidden switch, great. That rumbles the door open, and the door is full of gross bits of bodies and skeletons. So, you know, that's nice. And we need to head this way. So what we've got to do is play this level, which is another puzzle level with 2 suit locks, and sort of scoop out all of that sort of grossness and get in that tunnel. I can also see there are keys hidden behind these suit locks. Okay, what's Emily got now? She says she found an old magazine review of the game and apparently it was buggy. Okay, so we've got a review here. 4 out of 10. Well, that sucks. It says in this text, it's too glitchy to recommend to even the edgiest teen. One particularly devastating bug even prevented me from being able to see the game's conclusion. So hence the bad rating, 4 out of 10. Okay, that's a bit of backstory. Thanks, Emily. What am I going to do now? I'm going to go for this 2. That was a club, so it slightly reduced the lock here. Nothing else is possible. This looks quite a tough level, actually. Let's do king, queen, jack. Oh, and a 10. That's quite a nice sequence. So we've unlocked that one, but not this one yet. Okay, proceed. We need a good... Oh, we've got a mana storm. I could use it now to help us blast some cards off, but I might save it towards the end of the level. Or if I use it now, it might blast off one of these spades, and that would be quite useful. Yeah, maybe I will use it now. Okay, good. So we've got this key which we can use up there. That's slowly revealing this secret item. We've got a 5. 4 it would end the run, so I think 6 and 7 is a good bet here. Another 7, not much use. Okay, yeah, 4, 3, 2, ace. That's quite good actually. King. Now we can use this key. Always best to use keys as soon as you find them. Secret revealed. And we can keep this run going actually. Queen, jack, 10. We're building up mana for another mana storm. 7, that's no use. Okay, this we could get rid of one of these 4s, but I like to kind of reduce piles when I see a pile. Okay, yeah. Now we're down to sort of 3 equal sized piles. All kind of different numbers though. Yeah, let's get rid of the 4. Okay, I'm really hopeful we've got a 3 or a 5 in this batch. Come on. Yes, cleared. Another victory. if you lose, you get a pretty cool animation. So that you might see that in the next couple of levels. Okay, so more story. We're going to crawl into this horrible crevice, and then as we head in there, it's back. The same grotesque horror is back, lunging at us. Great, so we've got to fight this thing now. So it's at the top of the screen. We've got a new mechanic introduced here. So permanent defense. This enemy's got a defense of 1, so it will always block some of my attack damage. So effectively I need to always clear 2 cards to hit it, otherwise it won't do anything. So I'm going to fight. It's also going to attack for 3, so these shields are handy. That will reduce things slightly. So can I get 2 cards in a row? Yes, I can get a king and an ace, or a king and a queen. I think I might, in fact, look at this, isn't bad. King, ace, king, queen would end, or we can go ace, 2, 3. It's not bad. 6 damage, but it will only do 5 because of its defense, so 5. And our shields came in useful. Which queen should we get rid of? This one? At least it unlocks another card. Okay, nothing. So this damage 1 is going to be fully deflected. So we really need to try and get at least 2, otherwise it's hardly worth it. So 5, 6. Yeah, it's not. Oh, and a 7. That's not bad. Shield. Do I need that? Yeah. This is an instant damage which makes it through the permanent defense, so that's good. Okay. Okay, 8, 9. I've actually got a decent run here. Yeah. So we're going to do 4 damage. That's okay. What do we need now? We could do the 3 and it will end. Oh, 3, 2. That's okay. Look, 3, 2. It was face up, that underneath card, so it gave me more strategic options. You will get gems later to turn more of the cards face up. Oh, another instant damage card. I'll take that. We're also adding in a special card soon for mana and other kind of special mechanics as well. There's a lot planned for this game. The whole game, I think it might run 3 to 4 hours in length, and you'll uncover the sort of horror behind the game as you play it. And the game itself will be fun too, of course. That's my job, to make the gameplay fun, and Nick and David's job at Night Signal to make the horror aspects good. Okay, it's got 4 health left. We can do a 7. I could end on 8, but let's go 7, 6 for a measly 1 hit. At least we've got an 8 and 9 in a minute, and a 3 and a 4. So yes, there's a chance for a couple of small bits of damage. Ouch. I'm going to do that. Yeah. Okay. We're getting lucky. We're getting a lot of pairs. And in fact, I could kill it with this damage or the skull. So let's use the skull card on it. So we beat it. Wasn't too bad, but I am a bit of a expert at my own game, which, you know, is one of those things when you play it a lot, testing and so on. Okay, so basically what happens is this monster comes back again. The bones and gore on the ground turn into this hideous monstrosity, and you try and run away. You see a door with a heart key hole on it, which is going to be leading to a new area, which we'll look at in a moment. So yeah, there's the hideous monstrosity, and we better get rid of that. Now this is kind of like the boss of this area, so it's quite a tough fight. There's a possibility I might lose this. It's starting off with a swipe for 3, which isn't too bad, and we've got a few instant damages. Also, it's got 2 defense, so I have to do 3 cards in a row to do any kind of damage. So like if I get rid of one of these 3s, it's not going to be enough. Yeah. However, that's okay. Look, I've got the possibility of a king, queen, king in a minute. So I'll end the turn and it will block. Ouch. So we've got the king here. So yeah, okay, we do queen. Which king is going to reveal the most cards? Maybe this. Okay, that reveals a key, so that's good. We can do an ace. We can go, ooh, we could either do 2, 3 and it ends, or we can go king ace again. So I'm going to do this king shield. That's not that useful yet. It's not attacking, so I'm going to save it. King ace, king, and it ends, or 2-3 the run. Right, we've got a combo going. The sooner we get to Mana Storm, the sooner we can blast this monstrosity. Yeah, I'm just going to have to end the turn. 7 minus 2 defense, so 5. That's a good hit. This 4 isn't particularly useful. Let's clear the 5 anyway. No, but there's a small run there, which we might get with the next card. Okay, good. 9. I could do, yeah, 8, 9, 10, or 8, 7. It's not really worth doing, isn't it? So, oh, there's another 7. Yeah, I'm still going to go for 8, 9, 10 because I need 3 cards in a row. Oh, there's a jack. That's handy. 4. So we could do 2 damage. It's still not attacking, which is handy. It's giving us a chance. I might clear this 4, or I could leave it for later, because what I would like to clear the layout and get some fresh cards at some point. So I will clear that 4, even though it does nothing, unfortunately. Right, so it does a mega attack now, a curse that does 6 damage. We might change this later because we've got plans for the enemy affecting the cards, but this is just at the moment a big damage on us. So I'm going to go king. Oh, I should use the shield, definitely. Wow, I can still only do 1 damage, and it's going to do 6 minus 1. So not great. That was painful. I've only got 12 health left. So we've got 7, 8. Oh, there's a instant damage. We'll take the shield. 7, 8, 7. So I can do 1 measly damage. That's really all we can do. I wish I had a joker now. The final game will actually have more jokers that you get, different types that you can bring into battle with you. So this is probably harder than it will be before it ships. We will see. So can I get a run of cards here? I can definitely do Jack, 10, 9, or the Jack. Let's do the 9. Yeah, there's no decent run here, but I can do 3 damage. So this would give me a 5, which isn't going to do much. The shield, it's not attacking yet, but if I use the refresh, I can get a new layout, and it's worth sacrificing this turn because I'm not doing any damage anyway. Okay, that was good, because we've got a 3 times damage and a single damage. A shield for later. I'm not sure I can get a decent run here though. I'll clear the jack. Yeah, none of these are sequential, which doesn't really help. Okay, so we've got a Mana Storm I could use. Can I use this king first for anything useful? Not really. I think I might use the Mana Storm and see if it reveals more cards. Yep, it did. It revealed the key for a start. Some instant damage. Joker, that's going to come in useful. Okay, so we want ace, 2, 3. Another joker. I'll take it. Yeah. Okay, we've got damage of 4. That's not bad. I could try to extend it with a joker, but these cards are awful. These 7s and 10s, they're not particularly useful. Anyway, I'll do 2 damage and see what happens. So it's back for more with this curse. Well, I'm going to use both shields now. I could do 10 jack. Okay, this is a good time for a joker. We can do 6, 7 only, or 7, 6, 7. That would be better. So let's try 7, 6. We'll do this 7. 5 damage minus 2 defense of 3. I could use another joker now and try to get 9, 10 jack. I think that's a winning, or 9, 10, 9. So 9, 10. Oh, times 5 defense, just what we need. Fine. So I think that's going to deal 6 damage, which is the best we can do. Yeah, we deflected that mega attack, luckily. This is not a good selection of cards though. We can't refresh, we've run out of refreshes. Again, if we get special gems later, that will help with that. We've got a measly jack, which is going to deflect. Yeah, I desperately need to clear these and get to a new layout. Oh dear, this is pretty bad. I'm hoping it won't attack me for a while. It gives me a chance to clear these cards. Phew, a new layout. Oh, okay. We can actually defeat it with an instant damage, so I will do that. Eat it, monstrosity. So this is kind of gross, but we, as a wizard, you know, we've got some vibe that we need to get rid of this creature and stop it coming back. So we plunge our hand into its swirling bloody core, it says. We feel a pulse, grip and tear, and we found its heart. What unholy magic drives its rhythm? Well, let's find out. So we're inside the heart now. I'm going to play a puzzle level inside the heart. Just kind of gross. So we can do a 10. Okay, another message from Emily. She seems to be excited about something. Holy shit, she says. Pardon my language. She knows why the studio shut down after launch. A police report. Okay, just before the game came out. Why wasn't this a controversy? They must have kept it quiet. A developer killed herself in the studio. Here's the report I found. Yeah, okay. She says it might be disturbing. It is. These are some daggers in an evidence bag that were plunged into the developer's eyes. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty bad. The room was locked and cameras confirmed the wounds were self-inflicted. Okay, well, that's definitely some weird backstory for this game. Let's keep going. But alas, that's the end of the demo for now. We will be updating this demo with more features and cool stuff. And we'll be putting that in the next fest in October. So keep an eye out for that. And we hope that some streamers are going to play this demo at the moment. But thanks for watching. Bye.